Stay on your feet, Tiger fans, as the band presents to you Paris Loyalty.
Time now for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by the Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, Farm Credit Illinois, Prospect Bank, Soleil Body Salon, Diamond Brothers Insurance, Ingram Waste Disposal, Diamond Financial, Illini FS, Country Financial, and Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance. Also our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
Good evening. This is the Paris Sports Network. We are back at home at Paris High School, set for week number 2 of this football season. I'm Clay Best alongside Lenny Irwin, and always nice to be back at home and getting this football season kicked off at home tonight, Lenny.
It sure is, and hopefully we'll have better results than we had last Friday down at Casey, because Casey kind of took it to us. I wasn't really expecting that. Especially after we jumped out and scored first, I thought, yes. But that was the highlight of the night, I think, for the Tigers. So
Tigers scored first, and then Casey answered with 19 points. That made your final 19-7. Moved Paris 0-1 to start the season. Now taking on a Lawrenceville team that is 0-1 themselves. They lost to Olney in a closer contest than the Tigers played in. That final was 36-34. Olney defeated Lawrenceville, and that game had its own bit of excitement. And to run through that scoring for you, Olney did score first, and then Lawrenceville answered with an 87-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Leighton Ivers. He'll be wearing number 2 on the stream this evening for Lawrenceville. They went for 2, as we expect them to do every time tonight if they are able to score a touchdown. They converted that time, and that wound up being one of only 2 conversions from 2 points for Lawrenceville. So they did have a lead, but only scored 21 straight and led 29-8 at halftime. Then scored once more coming out of the break. That made the score 36-8 after that touchdown. You might remember that I said the final score was 36-34. So after it was 36-8, Lawrenceville roll off a few touchdowns to get back into it in the second half. Parker Hardiman returned to kickoff for 85 yards. Hardiman wearing number 1 for Lawrenceville this evening, so 2 kickoff return touchdowns. We'll keep an eye on special teams play this evening. However, after that touchdown, the 2-point conversion was no good. They did score again. Bryant Jenkins, a 1-yard pass from Hatfield. 2-point conversion was successful, and they trailed 36-22 at the end of the third quarter. In the fourth, they scored 2 more touchdowns. Ivers, a 31-yard pass from Hatfield, no good on the 2-point conversion. And then Jenkins one more time, a 6-yard pass this time from Hatfield. That one coming with 18.9 seconds left. And then the 2-point conversion that would have tied the score was incomplete. And that's how the contest ended. Let's hope for fewer fireworks than that tonight here, Lenny.
Well, let's hope so. Our defense, I think, was decent last week. I mean, it seemed like to me, I watched it on the YouTube network, and you can always do that, folks. You can hit that like and subscribe button. We're still trying to hit that elusive 1,000 subscribers, but we're getting close. I think we're a little over 900 right now. So,
and like you said last night, Lenny, you didn't even know there was going to be volleyball stream, and you get a notification, and you can click on it, and Bob's tried up. You can watch.
Yeah, head volleyball coach Clay Best took the equipment down to Martinsville with him, and at least you could watch it.
Yep.
There was no sound because we didn't go down to cover the away games as a rule, but Clay took the equipment, set it up, and we had a picture anyway, so you could watch it. And you can always do that, and especially with winter coming on, when all the hectic schedules with cancellations due to weather or maybe lack of officials or whatever, you'll get those notifications when the games are. So definitely need to do that. Hit that like and subscribe button, and they'll let you know. So.
Yeah, Lenny, you mentioned the defensive effort from the Tigers in Week 1. That was what kept them in the game last year. A game that Paris won 14-6 down at Lawrenceville. It was a struggle for both offenses. Turnovers on either side. Tigers only put up 213 total yards of offense in that 8-point victory. Hard-fought win down in Lawrenceville.
It's always hard-fought down there. It seems like Of course, that's about the way it is. All teams play
Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets.
Northwestern equivalent.
They're the
of
number
the
one
LIC,
manufacturer
right,
of vinyl siding,
school,
windows, and metal accessories,
you go to their place,
as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems.
Has a few teams
with an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to.
Yep. Exactly.
Now to get them up here on your home turf. Good crowd on hand wearing their orange and black for the Tigers. We are less than 4 minutes to go before kickoff, waiting the Tigers' arrival out onto the field.
Well, like I mentioned, though, our defense seems solid up the middle, but now if they got to the outside on us,
Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer.
We maybe were like a half a step slow getting to the edges, and we were getting beats on those sweeps and the screens out to the flat. So hopefully tonight we made those adjustments. They've studied film this week and made some preparations, and I know our coaching staff's done their part. So now we'll just see if the boys can execute tonight.
Yeah, this Lawrenceville team, one that relies on their athletes. They're going to try to get it out to the edge and create separation from the Tiger defenders. We saw them try to do that actually last few years, and team with not as many big bodies as maybe a Paris team has. Going to try to use any type of speed or their athletes to make big plays happen, like those 2 big kick returns for touchdowns last week.
Exactly. And hopefully our special teams can contain that, because you can get behind in a hurry with a couple punt returns or a kickoff return, and we definitely don't need that. I missed out on the coaches out there at the middle. I'm not sure who won the toss.
Lawrenceville did win the toss. They will receive to get this one underway.
Okay.
We are 2.5 minutes from that happening. Want to run you through our sponsors so far. Just as Lenny mentioned, at any point you can hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and join us in on the action from home or wherever you might watch from. You can also join us as a sponsor. Become an affiliate sponsor, or a business can join and be on this list, the list of folks that help us put on these broadcasts. Running through that list right now. Sponsors so far this year on the Paris Sports Network: Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elston State Farm, Illini FS, Savoy's Pizza, Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Church, Cargill, and our affiliate sponsors: Steve and Lynn Young, Mary Lou Pine Family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Winans Farm, Tom and Marnita Stuck, and Jim and Kay Taylor. Tigers sneak into the Tiger Head. AC/DC starts to play. And in just a few seconds, your 2022 Tigers will take the field. It'll be a new look for the Tigers as they are wearing brand new uniforms. Wore new uniforms last week. Their white ensemble down in Casey. And I'll let you have first look at those new uniforms before I give away any secrets when they run through the band tunnel. Going to be a warm one, at least to start off this evening.
It is.
We got all the windows up here, trying to get as much air through as we can.
Got the doors open. I guess they got the north door shut going into the Lawrenceville press box, so maybe they didn't like our taste of music, maybe. So.
Currently above 80 degrees. A fist pump from Coach Jeremy Claude Felcher, and here come your Paris Tigers.
Yeah, we've got some shoes to fill this year, especially on the defensive line, as we've lost a big boy that went over to ISU, Indiana State. So hopefully somebody will step up and take Mr. Bartley's place, as hopefully he's having a good season over there this year. I know he had a tragic car accident there a week or so ago, and he lost a couple of his good friends, so hate to hear that, as we lost one as well. We still want to keep our Blue family in our thoughts and prayers, as, man, that's just a tragic loss, just unexplainable. So our thoughts still going out to Jim and Carla. So nonetheless, the Tigers are geared up and ready to go tonight, hopefully.
When he mentions Logan Bartley's Indiana State team, they had an overtime victory of their own last night to get their season started, won by 3.
Wow.
After kicking a field goal in overtime and then holding North Alabama to 0 on their overtime possession. So Sycamore start off 1-0.
Illinois down in the Hoosier land tonight as well, taking on Indiana in a big game down there in the Big Ten. So I think it'll be the home opener for Indiana and their first game of the season. Illinois got one under their belt as they won last week pretty convincingly. So hopefully will be the same tonight.
Don't let me speak for you, Lenny, but Friday night football belongs right here in front of us, you know it?
It does. I'm not a big fan of college playing on. College football is supposed to be Saturday.
Yep.
And that's the way it usually is, but for whatever reason, they're jumping into the Friday night lights. Yeah, I'm like you, Clay. It's probably all about the money. So, and the Big Ten's going out, and they're going to be the Big 20 one of these days. They keep expanding and keep bringing teams in. So, all right, Tigers going to kick off. Looks like 52's back to do the kicking for us. Landon Ingram.
Big Ten grows, LIC shrinks by a team, but these two teams still in it. Paris and Lawrenceville, both at 0-1, looking for their first win of the season. Ingram kicks away, hauled in at the 10-yard line, out with it across the 20-yard line and brought down.
About the 22 it looks like. So
Lawrenceville will start there after the Tanner Wohler return. Waller will carry the ball a few times tonight for this Lawrenceville team.
Looks like they're going to spot it on the 23, so I guess I was off a yard. They should have Hatfield at quarterback, Braden Alex at a running back, and Tanner Waller at a running back.
First snap is a handoff up the middle, nothing doing. maybe gained 1 or 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and long. Actually, they're going to mark him right at the line of scrimmage.
That was number 27 on the carry. That'd be Hayden Fry.
Now a 3-wide set to the right for Lawrenceville. Here's a first pass of the night, long down the left sideline and broken up, incomplete. Nice play over on the far side by the Tiger defensive back. Get some numbers and starters for you as we go along. Drew Rogers over there to break that one up. Lawrenceville spreads out the formation once again. Another pass.
Oh, he's going to be
nowhere
hammered.
to go, and he'll be sacked and brought down. Hatfield goes down for a big loss, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, Hatfield, he lost about 7 on that.
Lawrenceville will get set to punt this one away. Both Tigers standing on the Lawrenceville side of the 50-yard line. Rugby-style kick out to his right, lets it rip, hauled in by Adi Patel. He'll go to his right, shakes one tackler, then another Lawrenceville defender grabs him by the ankle and wrestles him down, and then Tigers will take over at the Lawrenceville 43-yard line.
Well, the defense did its job, 3 and out, forced the punt, so now we'll see if our offense can get to clicking.
Tiger coach Jeremy Claudefelder in his 7th season, working with the 38-20 record, was out to communicate with his quarterback Brady Krippus, 5'10 senior. Krippus will line up in shotgun. Here's a handoff up the middle. Goes Rigdon, and he'll pick up 8 or 9 on the rush. Good start for the offense.
I'm going to give him 8 on the carry. That was a long 8, but
Krippus all alone in shotgun formation this time. Brings a man in motion. That's King. Here's the handoff to King. He'll look for the edge.
There's a flag.
Flies. Yeah. King wrestled down for no gain,
there's
maybe 1 yard
flag
loss.
From the backfield, so
holding call on the Tigers. Starting on the offensive line for the Tigers tonight, senior Mason Boatman, wearing number 70. Gabe Winans, a senior, as well as Camden Crowder. Landon Ingram be the 4th senior on the line, and Will Moody starting as a junior. Yards marched off from the holding call. Tigers will have a 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes gone by here in this first quarter. Patel lines up near side. King in the slot to his right. Here's a snap to Krippus. Fakes a handoff. He'll run it himself up the middle. Has a little room. Uses it. Drags a Lawrenceville defender with him. Picks up a couple more, and it'll be a 3rd and short opportunity for Paris.
that was a good gain by Krippus. Just faked the inside handoff and then kept it himself. Went over to the right side. Boy, that's all but a first down.
Curl.
I think they did give him the first down.
Yeah, the chains are moving, aren't they? Curl checks in for King. Formation getting set for Paris. 10 seconds on the play clock. Krippus in shotgun. Everybody is set. Here's the snap. Handoff. This is Rigdon. Bounced backwards into the backfield. Still going. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He will not. And 2 yards will be lost for the Tigers. Rigdon, a 6'1 junior in the backfield. He, Ethan Curl, and Jaden Quinn combined for the carries and yardage on the ground last week for Paris. Krippus also ran 10 times. He picked up 48 yards. Rigdon had 3 carries for 14. And here is a fake handoff. Mason Burns in the backfield that time. He had a carry last weekend. This was Krippus who took it himself, and he'll pick up 3 on the play.
All right, that's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Tigers look to the sideline for the play call. Still plenty of time on the play clock. Patel lines up near side, Trey Lee far side. Burns still in the backfield. Here is the snap to Krippus. He's going to throw it. Lobs one up. Has a man wide open.
Oh,
it's Trey
wide
Lee.
open.
Lee has to go up for it, and he brings it down. Then brought down just shy of the goal line.
Where are they going to spot it at? Right on about the 3-yard line, 2-yard line? I'm going to give him 30 yards on the completion. Brady had a little bit too much air under that one. If he'd have thrown it more on the line, I think it would have been an easy touchdown because Lee was wide open.
Tigers with a 1st and goal opportunity now. Krippus in shotgun, takes a snap, handoff. He kept it himself, faked it to Curl, and then he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And just as Paris started last weekend, Krippus runs one in to get the scoring started. Landon England back for the PAT. Tigers might need another man out onto the field. There's some communication with the sideline. No, we are. Yeah, here comes Mason Burns out onto the field. Still plenty of time to get this kick away. 10 seconds on the play clock. Burns is set just inside of the left line, and the kick is off the upright. No good. So that keeps the score at 6-0, 7-11 to play first quarter. We'll take a break and be back here on the Paris Sports Network.
Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris. Diamond Brothers Insurance, LLC has been providing security and peace of mind for individuals, businesses, and government entities for over 150 years. Their agency philosophy is to serve their communities with excellent service, advanced technology, and comprehensive insurance protection. Visit any of their 44 locations throughout the state of Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. You can give them a call at 465-5041 or stop by 111 Sheriff Street in Paris.
A Brady Krippus touchdown run for the Tigers makes it 6-0. Landon England had it set for the kickoff. Ball falls off the tee. He'll reset that. Not much wind.
No. Said it was only 6 miles an hour out of the south, but
Landon has it pretty well straight up and down on the tee. Now it's set. Stays on this time. The kick is away. It will get onto the ground, mishandled, now picked up. Here comes Waller out with it, and he'll be brought down by 2 or 3 Tigers in the middle of the field, just shy of the 25-yard line, and Lawrenceville will start their second offensive possession.
Looks like they're going to spot it about the 21 this time, so hopefully our Tiger defense is ready to rock and roll again.
Shotgun for Lawrenceville, man in motion. Fakes a handoff, now gives it away, looking for the left edge. Picks up a couple yards before being brought down. Might have been Boatman in there to make a stop, as well as Rigdon hopping up after the tackle. Defensive line starters for Paris: Will Moody, Camden Crowder, Gabe Winans, and Mason Boatman. Two receivers either side in this formation. They'll pass it left side, high but caught, hauled in, first down plus more. Across the middle of the field and wrapped up and wrestled down. Might have been Krippus who had a couple of handfuls of jersey. First down picked up, however, by Lawrenceville.
About 10 yards on the play from Hatfield to Jenkins. That's their first down of the game.
Stephen Moko in there for that play. Landon England back out onto the field for the Tigers. Here's a handoff, Lawrenceville, and hit hard at the line of scrimmage and brought down quickly. Calvin Rigdon with a tackle for loss.
That was awesome. They say no gain, but man, I think he rocked him in the backfield. So, but we'll go with what they say. The official spotted it right at the line of scrimmage. So,
2nd and 10. Here's Hatfield. Feeling pressure. Lobs one up, and it is caught. Threw it to a spot, and Leighton Ivers ran underneath of it over on that sideline. That's a quarterback and receiver on the same page.
They were. Like you said, Clay, he had pressure, and he just chucked it out there to a spot, hoping his receiver would be there, and he was.
Hatfield, a 6-foot junior quarterback, was their quarterback last year, so a lot of time spent with his receivers over the last couple years with Lawrenceville. Here's a snap, and he let it go off his right hand, didn't react to it, but Lawrenceville's going to give back on it.
Wow. Man, we missed an opportunity there.
That was Ty King who dove on it, but you see that probably more often than not where the ball will somehow still squirt out of any grasp that somebody might have on it.
I'm not sure what the quarterback Hatfield was doing, though. I mean, he acted like that was unexpected.
Like it was a dead ball or heard a whistle blow, yeah. So now it's 4th and long. Tiger defense holds steady after the first down was picked up. Another rugby punt is pooched to Adi Patel. Gets spun around, picks up a few more yards, and brought down at the 33-yard line of Lawrenceville.
Well, that makes it nice when your offense starts on their side of the 50, so you don't have near as far to go.
.439 showing on the clock here in this first quarter. Tigers lead 6-0. Coach Claude Felder sends Krippus back out onto the field. King switches sides. He'll line up as a receiver between Curl and Trey Lee. Here's the snap. Krippus looks that way. Throws one to Lee. Lee tries to make a cut, unable to get around the corner on that side for Lawrenceville, and he's brought down after a gain of 1 or 2.
I'm going to give him 1. That'll keep him honest, though. You throw that pass play out there a couple times, and that'll open up the middle a little bit so you can run that ball.
Krippus back in shotgun, takes a snap. Here is a fake handoff to Rigdon. Krippus breaks a couple of tackles, then he carries a few more Indians past the line to gain. First down, Tigers.
Yeah, I've got Krippus 4 carries now for 25 yards, so he's having a productive night so far. Throwed the ball twice for 31.
Three receivers this side for Paris. Krippus shotgun. Here's a handoff. This time goes to Rigdon. Rigdon carries a couple Lawrenceville defenders. Picks up a handful on the play.
Give him 4 on the carry.
Empty set this time for Krippus. Three receivers to his left. Passes this side. Patel had his knee down and couldn't get it off the ground before making the catch, and it'll be whistled down there. They will actually mark off maybe 2 yards on that completion to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Tigers. Curl checks in for King. He'll line up to Krippus' left. 13 seconds on the play clock. Rigdon to Krippus' right. Patel, only receiver this side. Krippus looks other way. Thought about throwing it. Now he'll lob one towards the sideline, and it's caught. Hold in, over on the sideline, and unable to keep his feet and bound to score. But Wells does go up to make the catch. Robert Wells puts his first stamp on the game tonight, and it's a big first down to set up 1st and goal.
Okay, how many yards did he gain? About 8 on that, wasn't it? Pretty close.
Wells just had 1 catch last weekend. That was also for 9 yards.
Now I'll give him 8 tonight. So
this snap to Krippus was bobbled. He picked it up off the ground, picks up a few yards. Bring up 2nd and goal for Paris. Krippus gets the call from the sideline. Has Rigdon to his right and Curl a few feet in front of him and to his left. Snap to Krippus. Handoff Rigdon up the gut. He might have been touched just once or twice before he gets across the goal line. Touchdown Tigers. .121 remaining first quarter, and Calvin Rigdon has given the Tigers a 2-possession lead. Paris will go for 2 after the failed PAT last time they got into the end zone. Here's the snap to Krippus. Fakes a handoff and then follows Curl into the end zone. 2 more points for Paris. 14-0, 121 remaining. When we come back, the Tigers will kick off to Lawrenceville. This is the Paris Sports Network.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good. Forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris.
We are set for another Tiger kickoff. Landon Ingram has it teed up.
he's getting a lot of practice at that tonight.
reminder that Lawrenceville returned 2 kickoffs last week. We've only seen Tanner Waller with his hands on the ball. He has Hardiman wide to his right and Ivers wide to his left. Both of those are the 2 who scored the kickoff return. So not sure if we should expect some trickery at some point tonight, but this might be the last time we see Waller as he puts it on the turf. I believe Lawrenceville recovered. They did, and they will take over 1st and 10 from the Lawrenceville 29-yard line.
Well, this will be their best field position, so. Looks like they got it right on the 25, so.
Here's the snap, looking to his right and batted down by Boatman.
Good job.
Straight up the field, Boatman went, and the quick pass never had a chance as he got his big left mid out there and swatted it down. In the defensive backfield for the Tigers right now, Adi Patel at corner, Drew Rogers on the other side, and Jaden Quinn and Christian Miller are the safeties. Here's a snap, handoff up the middle and brought down quickly. That's Boatman with the tackle. Ivers carried that time for Lawrenceville. Had 37 yards on the ground last week on 4 carries. Hatfield in shotgun. Has a running back to his right and 2 receivers wide either side. He will pass, has to escape pressure, and does not. Swung down and sacked by Mason Burns.
Mason Burns on the sack. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's going to be 4th and really long, so you just about guarantee this is going to be a punt.
Lawrenceville will not be forced to punt this one away before the clock expires in the 1st quarter. 13 seconds left on the game clock, approaching 20 on the play clock. They are set up to punt. Adi Patel back for the Tigers. 1 second left, and we will take a break on the Paris Sports Network and be back with this Lawrenceville punt. You're watching the Paris Sports Network.
Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family. Great Heart Seed is dedicated to providing the American farmer with the most profitable corn, soybean, wheat, and alfalfa lines. Their vision is to work on your farm, helping you build higher yields and bigger profits. Contact them at 465-4132. Great Heart, great yields.
We are set to start the 2nd quarter here at Paris High School. During halftime, we'll take a look from around the Little Illini Conference. All other opponents besides Marshall are in action tonight. KZ has traveled to Newton. Mount Carmel playing at Robinson. Olney is hosting out-of-conference opponent Centralia. And tomorrow, Marshall will host Central A&M. Lawrenceville set up to punt. Here's the snap. This one straight on kick that rolls end over end, bounces backwards. Now will roll towards midfield, but is down inside the 40-yard line where the Tigers will start on offense.
Well, this will be the third time we've had the ball, and it's all been in Lawrenceville's territory, so looks like we're going to get this one on their 38-yard line.
You've got a cheerleading competition on your screen right now, seeing who can hold up the longest, so I think you can watch one or two of them to see if they can last for a few minutes here. Here's a swing out left to King. King tries to make a move, spins back the other way, makes another spin, still on his feet. Now he's picked up off of both feet and thrown down to the ground, but King giving it all there, able to get back to the line of scrimmage. (14-0) Tigers lead. Play call coming in from head coach Jeremy Clodfelter. Krippus has it. He'll get lined back up and shotgun. Rigdon to his right.
Oh, wow.
Here's the handoff. Fakes it to Rigdon. And Krippus picks up a few.
They're going to give him 3, I think, on the carry, but I'm not sure it's 3. It looks more like a long 1.5, maybe 2. That's all I'm going to give him.
Going to bring up 3rd and 7 or 8 for the Tigers.
Well, Our Lady Tiger cheer team won the handstand contest or whatever you call it. I'm not sure exactly what you call that, but
Krippus lets one fly. Lee brings it in.
oh, man, and he's hammered too.
Won't pick up the first down as he is tackled just shy of the 30-yard line, so it'll bring up 4th and manageable. See what the play call here is for the Tigers. Anticipate him going for it. See what personnel stays on the field. Curl will check in. He's going to replace King. Now to figure out the play call. Wells will switch sides, line up in the slot to the left.
Well, if I was guessing, I would say Krippus is going to follow Rigdon up through the line.
4th and 3, I'd say that's a safe bet. Curl the mouse back, Rigdon to Krippus's left. Patel wide left side. Here's the snap. Handoff to Rigdon. Rigdon looking for room. He finds it.
Yeah,
and then more. Into the end zone he will go. Calvin Rigdon, touchdown. Needed 3, picked up more, picked up 6 points. It's 20-0. Kicking team out onto the field for the Tigers. Landon Ingram to kick, Drew Rogers to hold. Here's the snap, hold is down, kick is away, and it is straight through with some emphasis that time by Landon Ingram after missing his first attempt. No doubt about that when it's 21-0 Tigers. We'll take a break and be back here on the Parasports Network. Tigers set up to kick this one away, and we do have a replacement set to return this one for Lawrenceville after Tanner Waller put the football on the turf last return. This is Bryant Jenkins, lines up as the middle return man. 3 Indians back there standing on the 12-yard line or closer to the goal line.
They backed up a little deeper, too, than they were. At least Jenkins is. He's back on about the 5.
Ingram has to reset the ball on the tee. Set up once again to deliver the kick. Puts this one high into the air. It is hauled in by Ivers. No, he bobbled it. Had to go back and pick it up. Here he comes across the 25. Good speed. Got across the 30 before he was brought down, and that's where Lawrenceville will take over. This Lawrenceville team, a squad that went 6-3 in the regular season last year, advanced to their first playoff appearance in 6 years. Head coach Travis Ryder in his 4th season. Ryder coming in tonight with a 10-15 record.
Well, they started off slow last weekend down in Albany, and pretty much the same tonight, it looks like. So
here's a swing pass near side. Caught, but not picking up much yardage is Bryant Jenkins. Jenkins was Hatfield's main target last Friday. Had 8 catches for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns.
it's going to bring up 2nd and 8 from the 31-yard line, 32-yard line.
Over 3 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Hatfield in shotgun, takes a snap, looks to his right. Pump fake across the middle. Nearly intercepted by Curl. Got his hands on it.
Did.
Maybe his chest pads as well. Balls to the turf, incomplete. He was in a perfect spot to defend that one. Going to bring up 3rd down. Third and 8, Lawrenceville back up to the line of scrimmage. Hatfield in shotgun has his running back Braden Alex switch him side, now lines up on his left. Here's the handoff to Alex. Hesitates, then picks up a yard on the carry. And it'll bring up 4th down. Wells checks in for the Tigers. He and Patel will be back deep. Quinn out onto the field. He will be the far side man to defend this if Lawrenceville does punt it away. Now the Tiger defense has to come up to play defense as Lawrenceville lined up. They were going to go for it. Timeout called by Paris to get their defense set. And we'll take a break with them. It's 21-0 Tigers, 7:42 left before halftime.
Farm Credit Illinois supports communities, farm families, and agriculture with constructive credit and financial services today and tomorrow. Helping farm families succeed, that's Farm Credit Illinois. Cargill Dry Corn Ingredients, located on the west side of Paris. We believe the world eats better when we eat together. That's Cargill, helping the world thrive. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
Teams out onto the field after the timeout. Tiger defense had to get reset. Now they'll play defense. 4th down and 8 for Lawrenceville. Here's a pass. Far side. Nowhere to go. Brought down quickly by the Tiger defense. Patel in there on the stop. He got to him first. Curl and Rogers over there as well, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
I hope that was some kind of call. I heard somebody hollering lightning, lightning, lightning. Don't see any, but I know there's harder chances in the area, but it's raining in St. Louis off and on. Big series down there this weekend, Cubs Cardinals.
Yeah. Just got started a
half
hour ago. Pass over the middle was deflected and batted down, looking for Trey Lee, who's running a post route.
He had him open too, just more of a flat route or a flat pass this time instead of lofting it. And somebody got their big mid on it before it got to Lee. Believe it or not, that's Brady's first incompletion tonight. He was perfect 6 for 6 up till that point.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Krippus all alone in the backfield this time. He'll take the snap. Looks to run it right away. Does to the right side. Has the edge and swung out of bounds after a gain of 7 or so on the play. It'll be 3rd and short for the Tigers. Three receivers will wide up, wide to the left side for the Tigers this time. Here's Krippus taking the snap. Looks that way, but he looked there too late, and the pressure got to him.
Big number 70 in there for the tackle for Lawrenceville. Looks like Donahue.
That'll make it 4th and 12 for the Tigers. Krippus and shotgun. Looks for the play call. 15 on the play clock. Krippus takes the snap. Few steps to his right, lobs one up over the middle. There's Lee up and makes the catch. Trey Lee brings it down. Picks up the first down and more. It'll be 1st and goal for the Tigers.
Right on the 10. 24 yards on the completion to Lee.
Nearest defender to Lee to start that play was playing off of him by 12 yards. And Lee found a soft spot over the middle. Krippus found him. Here's a rush up the middle now. 3-yard gain.
Who carried
this
the ball
time
that
by
time?
Christian Miller, I believe.
Okay, I missed the running back that time.
Miller.
This post is kind of right in my road. When I lean out this way, all I see is fence.
Christian Miller lined up at running back the previous play as well. He gets the Tigers 3 yards closer to the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 7. Miller again to Krippus' right. Line gets set. Here's the snap. Another handoff. Miller looking for the goal line. Can't find it. Does get just inside the 5-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd and goal. Approaching 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Play call comes in to Krippus. He will take the snap, fakes a handoff, looking for Lee. Had him, got him.
Yeah,
Trey
he did.
Lee
I thought he dropped it, but
had to get away from his defender, did that, reached a hand out, basically batted the ball up to himself, laid out, and brought it in before hitting the ground. Touchdown Tigers, it's 27-0. The concentration there by Lee made that touchdown possible. And now England will look to convert this PAT. The snap to Rogers is good, hold is good, and kick is no good. That one on the line from England, wide right, and the score will remain 27-0. We'll be back with 4:46 remaining before halftime. This is the Paris Sports Network. Landon England has the ball on the tee, set to kick this one away, 27-0. Tigers lead, still 4 minutes and 46 seconds to play here in the first half. Kick hops a couple of times and will go out of bounds, and Lawrenceville did not touch it.
Oh, I thought he touched it.
That'll give Lawrenceville a bit better field position. Rough night for Landon Ingram's kicking game.
Yeah, it is. That's unusual for him.
Not sure if I know he's dealing with maybe a persistent cramp in the calf. And
oh, that's not good then.
Getting checked down the trainer's room before the game, and now just about every time he comes off the field, Tiger training staff taking a look. But the ball will be brought out to the 35-yard line of Lawrenceville, where the Indians will take over. Here is the snap. Handoff goes up the middle, bouncing it to the outside is Waller. Picks up a first down. And it'll get Lawrenceville closer to midfield. That was Leighton Ivers who handed the ball off that time. Looks like he'll stay out there for at least one more play, as he has possibly replaced Hatfield at quarterback for Lawrenceville. Ivers, a 6-foot senior, takes the snap, and they'll run the option to the left side. Ivers keeps it himself, absorbs a hit, picks up 6 or 7 on the play, bring up second down for Lawrenceville.
Well, so far the Tiger defense has been solid, but like you said, they've changed quarterbacks now. They've got a little bit of a different style.
And just in 2 plays, they've bumped their average yards gained by probably quite a bit for the game. All sorts of trouble moving the ball until now. They do have it across midfield. Here's a handoff. And in the backfield this time is where the Tigers will wrap up Braden Alex.
I think he lost a couple.
Third down.
Bring up third and about 6. We hadn't given up a first down up till this drive.
3 minutes to play before halftime. Tigers look to make another third down stop. Here's the snap to Ivers. He'll look to pass. Burns can't bring down for the sack. Ivers escapes. Gets sandwiched by a couple of Tigers. Does fall forward after Wells. And maybe that's Rogers who combined for the tackle. It'll be 4th and short. Lawrenceville, I'm sure, will go for it here. They are 3 yards away from the yard to gain. Rogers maybe lost his air on that collision.
Yeah, like you said, they pretty well sandwiched him, and I think Rogers might have took the worst of the deal.
4th down, Lawrenceville. Here's a snap. Option left side. Here's the pitch. Looking for the edge. Wrapped up. Hold on by the jersey. That's Landon Ingram, who pulled him down from behind. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
First and 10, Paris.
Lawrenceville injury over on the near side. We will let the trainers take care of him and take a break here on the Paris Sports Network.
Mark, Amy, Salem, and Sarah Isef support Paris Athletics and implore its athletes to play hard and study harder. Lot 50 Brewing, located at 112 East Court Street, is the only brewing company in town. Bring your friends, family, or co-workers in for an evening of games, drinks, and conversation. Order food from other local restaurants or bring your own. Stop in and watch the owners, Bruce Young, Steve Combs, and Doug Smitkamp, work for you. Lot 50 is open Wednesday through Sunday. Check them out at lot50brewing.com. See Diamond Financial for all of your income tax needs. Ben Lucan has 30 years of income tax preparation experience. He and his well-trained staff can take care of all of your personal, corporate, partnership, trust, and not-for-profit tax returns. They'll also take care of all of your payroll and bookkeeping needs as well. See them at 208 East Jasper Street or call 465-8562. Golf season will be here before you know it. And Eagle Ridge Golf Course in Paris offers one of the preeminent courses in East Central Illinois and West Central Indiana. Their Wednesday night league will be starting up soon, but they also offer special services such as corporate events, receptions, and group lessons. Call 463-3434 or visit eagleridgeparis.com. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark County since 1950. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30.
Braden Alex, the senior for Lawrenceville, was helped up and walked across the field. On that play, got bent over backwards. Maybe a knee injury, if we were to guess. First play from the line of scrimmage from the Tigers is a big gain.
Ty King run the sweep around that'd be the right side, I guess. Made the first guy miss. Kind of done a 360 and picked up about 7.
.120 left before halftime. Here's the snap to Krippus. Lost it, picked it up. Going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tigers helping him, pushing him forward. They're going to get close, and a timeout will be called by Coach Claudefelder. 1:08 left. Second quarter. It'll be third down out of this timeout. We'll take it with them. This is the Paris Sports Network.
Located at 500 West Jasper Street in Paris, Soleil Body Salon offers 5 lay-down and 1 stand-up tanning bed, as well as spray tan services. They also have a nail technician, an esthetician, and a hairstylist. Give Leslie and her staff a call at 465-7546. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
Third and 4 for Paris. Krippus in shotgun. Running back to his right in Rigdon. Fakes a handoff there, then lobs one near side. Wells hauls it in, picks up the first down. Great route run right there by Robert Wells. And Krippus flung it out to him. Hit him in stride, and Wells picked up a fresh set of downs. Clock will roll. Under a minute to play before halftime. Krippus in shotgun. Takes a snap, looking left, will throw it again. Hauled in, far side. Here's King looking for the sideline. Finds it, cuts between 2 Lawrenceville defenders. Got near the sideline, out of bounds maybe, but he did pick up a first down.
I'm not sure he got the first down. They're spotting it short.
They are spotting it short, aren't they? However, he did get out of bounds, so the clock stops, and it'll be 2nd and 1.5 from Lawrenceville territory. Krippus, 3 receivers to his left. He will look right. Pump fake, has Lee. Headed towards the end zone. Lee lost it.
He dropped it. He had it. Doggone it.
Lee, a bit of a jump to get higher, elevated over his defender. Ball was in his hands, and then he dropped it.
I think the defender knocked it out when he came back to the ground, I think. Boy, that was a good-looking play, though. I like that pump fake, and then...
Yep. Flag was on the field. Yeah, if that was the case with the defender, that's a heck of a play as a defensive back. Really never saw the ball. Only could have been able to see Lee go up for it. And then able to punch that one loose. Excellent play on Lawrenceville's behalf. Penalty was against the Tigers.
Holding call. That's 2 penalties for us tonight. I don't think Lawrenceville's been penalized yet. But they take a timeout now with 37 seconds left. So
2nd and 16. Just over half a minute to play before halftime. While the teams head to the sideline to talk things over here in the last few plays before halftime. Wanted to update you on a couple other sports from around Paris High School. Boys golf team competed today, finishing 4th out of 12 teams in that competition. Parker Underwood finished 7th overall. Drake Bartos finished 10th overall. Cross-country teams tomorrow will compete in Chrisman at the Cow Chip Classic. They have been led so far by Caitlin Combs and Will Templeton. Girls tennis have a 4-1 record. Big wins over Urbana, picking up wins last week against Shelbyville and St. Thomas More. They've been riddled by injuries, missing 3 girls at different times throughout this short season, or the season so far. Also girls playing other sports, but have still been able to post a 4-1 record. Kimber Calvert, Lily Smitkamp, top singles and doubles, Lily Graham and Calvert. Volleyball team 4-1. Picked up wins against Hudsonville and Martinsville last week, and 3 games on tap for next week. Here's a fumbled snap. Handful of Tigers and Indians dive on it. It will be recovered by the Tigers at midfield. 25 seconds left to play in the half. Tigers, they want to run a play, got to hustle to get back to the line. Still waiting. Now they get set with 16 seconds to play. Snap to Krippus. Low snap, handles this one though. Throws one near side. Here's Lee. Lee looking for the sideline, finds it with 6 seconds left. And the Tigers will have enough time for one more play if they want to go for it here. Still 13 yards to gain to pick up the first down. Got to figure it would take all 6 of those seconds just to do that. So
might as well chuck it long and go for it.
We'll see if the Tigers do that. Krippus still in the backfield.
And you might surprise everybody and run a draw up the middle.
Krippus takes the snap again on the turf, picks it up. He'll run it, has room up the middle, might wind up picking up the first down, shakes one more tackle, 0 seconds on the clock, picks up the first down, but is tackled at the 25-yard line. And that's how we'll finish up the first half. Tigers lead 27-0 over Lawrenceville. We'll head into the break here on the Parasports Network.
Our pregame show is sponsored by White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris. Diamond Brothers Insurance, LLC has been providing security and peace of mind for individuals, businesses, and government entities for over 150 years. Their agency philosophy is to serve their communities with excellent service, advanced technology, and comprehensive insurance protection. Visit any of their 44 locations throughout the state of Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. You can give them a call at 465-5041 or stop by 111 Sheriff Street in Paris.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. we will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Now on the field for your halftime performance, your 2022 Marching Tigers. Under the direction of drum makers Olivia Keys and Sammy Milam. Tonight, the Marching Tigers will be performing the first two parts of their 2022 show, Ritual, arranged and composed by Randall Standridge, with musical selection from Igor Stravinsky's Rite of Spring. Tonight, the show will feature a solo by senior Will Templeton on baritone. Now, let's enjoy Ritual Part 1 and 2. Marching Tigers are led by Dr. Kevin Pruitt, Assistant Director Jessica Hendrickson, Color Guard Instructors Zach and Haley Cassad, Percussion Technician Jonathan Boren, and Choreographer Carly Tessero. How about another big hand for your Paris High School Marching Tigers?
Welcome to the halftime show on the Para Sports Network. Here at the break, your Tigers lead Lawrenceville by a score of 27-0. I'll turn it over to my partner, Lenny Irwin, to let you know how we got there.
Well, Clay, the first half was pretty much dominated by our defense and offense, both. I mean, it was just pretty much Tigers all first half. For the Lawrenceville stats, though, I've got Hatfield started at quarterback. I got him 1 carry for a -6. Braden Alex, I've got him 3 carries -3. Tanner Wallace, 1 carry for 11. Hayden Fry, 3 carries for 2 yards. And Leighton Ivers, I got him 3 carries for 13 yards. Throwing the ball, Hatfield was 3 out of 7 for 21 yards. And 3 of those catches were by Bryant Jenkins for 12 and 1 to Leighton Ivers for 9. And that's it as far as their stats. They weren't penalized any, but they did bring in Ivers at quarterback on that last series. So I'm not sure if Hatfield got hurt or if they just wanted to change the offensive scheme. But nonetheless, they didn't even have a first down until that last drive when they brought Ivers in at quarterback. For your Tigers on offense, we've done pretty much just about anything we wanted to do. We've scored 4 times, twice in the first quarter, twice in the second quarter. I'll get to that in a little bit. I've got Krippus, 12 carries for 44 yards. Calvin Rigdon, 5 carries for 46 yards and 2 touchdowns. I've got Christian Miller, 2 carries for 5 yards, and Ty King, 1 carry for 7. Let's see. Throwing the ball, I've got Krippus 11 out of 13 for 96 yards and a touchdown. He also rushed for a touchdown. So Rigdon's got 2 touchdowns. Krippus has run for 1 and thrown for 1. That's our 4 touchdowns. Catching the ball, I've got Audie Patel, 1 catch for a -2. Trey Lee, 6 catches for 74 yards and the 1 touchdown reception. Wells has 2 catches for 15, and Ty King has 2 catches for 9 yards. We opened up the scoring in the first quarter with 7-11 on a 2-yard run by Krippus. The kick was no good. That put the score at 6-0. That capped off a 43-yard drive. Still in the first quarter at 1:21 to go, it was a 5-yard run this time by Rigdon. The 2-point conversion was good by Krippus. That made the score 14-0, and that capped off a 33-yard drive. Then to open up the second quarter, 9:24 to go, it was a 31-yard run straight up the middle by Rigdon. The kick again was good this time, 21-0, capped off a 38-yard drive. And with 4:46 to go in the second quarter, it was a 5-yard pass from Krippus to Lee for the touchdown. The kick was no good, and that puts us where we stand right now, 27-0 at the half.
Appreciate that, Lenny.
Not a problem.
While we're at the break, wanted to run down our list of sponsors one more time. This list allows us to broadcast these games. Football and volleyball has been on the air so far this fall. Look forward to winter season's basketball and then baseball and softball in the spring. So big thanks to our sponsors, Cargill, Lake Ridge Church, Country Financial, Edgar County Community Foundation, Savoy's Pizza, Illini FS, Terry Elson State Farm, Moody Farms, Longview Bank and Trust, Seed Solutions, Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, and Cornerstone Building Brands. Also, just as big of a thank you to our affiliate sponsors, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Winans Farms, Paul and Kathy Porter, the Mary Lou Pine family, and Steve and Lynn Young.
Yeah, no, this sponsorship is really necessary. Not so much right now, but come playoff times, because when we go to some of these playoffs, they charge us quite a bit of money just to get in and to be able to bring these games to you. I don't know why that is, but that's just IHSA rules and the broadcasting rights and everything. So sometimes that sponsorship really comes in mighty handily, especially when we get to playoff time. And I think last year the football boys hosted a couple playoff games, and I know the girls went quite a ways in basketball. So, and I think the boys and girls both went in softball and baseball. So hopefully, we'll just keep the tradition rolling, and football boys once again will make the playoffs this year. But we got off to a rocky start last Friday night down at Casey, but looks like an all-different team out here tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah, look forward to the coach's post-game interview. Have Coach Jeremy Claudefelder join us here in the booth and get his thoughts on this evening's game. And Lenny, you would have been – you wouldn't know what to do. Last weekend, not only did they put 3 minutes, they messed up and put 30 minutes.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine?
No.
As we get set for them to give us our 3 extra minutes of warming up here at halftime. Yeah, last week they accidentally put 30 minutes up there. And
oh, boy. Well, I'm sure they're going to again, though. And we've been out for a good minute or so warming up already. So
there it is.
The famous 3 minutes. I think that must be etched in stone somewhere.
Somewhere. While we've got those 3 minutes left to wait for the second half to get started, we can take a look at a handful of other scores from around the area. I was able to find 4 that we were wanting to keep an eye on. A couple of those in LIC play. One of those being Mount Carmel and Robinson. Mount Carmel, after defeating Marshall 53-0 last week, they are up 27-6 at Robinson. Olney playing out of conference Centralia and trailing 17-0 in that game. Casey is currently beating Newton at halftime. That score is 8-3. Other games that we are watching from LIC play, that'll actually nothing until tomorrow. Marshall and Central A&M. Marshall, the only LIC team not in action this evening. Then other teams from around the area, and we're also on the Tigers' schedule. Tri-County is hosting Oblong Hudsonville Palestine. Tomorrow, Georgetown Ridge Farm Chrisman will host Clifton Central. Both those two teams, Tri-County and Georgetown Ridge Farm Chrisman, started off 0-1. Tri-County losing to Hayworth 50-16, and Georgetown Ridge Farm Chrisman losing to Wadsika 45-18. Then to the 2 non-conference opponents for your Tigers. Both of them are 0-1 to start the season. Harrisburg lost 29-28 to East Alton Wood River. They lead this evening at DeCoin by a score of 12-6. Then the other non-conference opponent, Tolono Unity, started off 0-1 with a loss to Prairie Central. Final on that one was 34-12. And tonight, Unity has traveled to St. Joe Ogden.
I think we've got St. Joe Ogden on our schedule here coming up, in a couple weeks?
Tolono. Yeah. Tolono's on the schedule, yeah. Next.
Oh, okay, yeah, Tolono. Yeah, you said St. Joe Ogden.
Yep. That's what you were thinking.
Yeah, I was thinking Tolono because that's quite a rivalry there between St. Joe and Tolono.
Yeah. Yeah, next 2 weeks will be the out-of-conference schedule for the Tigers. First, making the trip to Harrisburg, and then hosting Tolono Unity.
Well, I guess while we got a minute or two, Cardinals are winning over the Cubs in the top of the third, but the Cubs do have runners on first and second and nobody out. And in the Illinois-Indiana football game, Illinois is trailing right now 7-10, but they do have the football on Indiana's 26, so it's 2nd and 3 there for Illinois. So hopefully Illinois will get back in the scoring column and retake the lead. That's about all I got, Clay.
One more score to report on. Appreciate Nancy Zeman commenting and saying that Tri-County is currently trailing Oblong Hudsonville Palestine 8-6.
Well, that sounds like a good game.
Tri-County hanging tough again after that big loss to Hayworth a week ago. I believe that Hayworth matchup came after Tri-County lost an opponent due to COVID a year ago. Made a long trip up to Hayworth and actually won that game. Sounds like it turned into a home and home. Hayworth getting the better of Tri-County this year. Kickoff from Lawrenceville is handled by an up back, bringing it near side, spinning around is Carson Coleman, and he'll pick up a good gain on the return.
Made it back almost to the 50-yard line. It's going to be just about a couple feet short of the 50.
Did everything you could do and more as an up man there.
Yeah, he did.
First of all, catching the ball cleanly, then not losing it on the return, and picking up a few yards is always a bonus in that situation.
For sure.
So the Tigers will start with the nose of the football, maybe sitting right on the edge of the white line of midfield. Krippus in shotgun, takes the snap, fakes a handoff, up the middle he goes, picks up one, spins around, and it will wind up picking 2 or 3 yards, giving 2.
Might have blown the whistle a little too soon, though, because he was still moving forward.
Been right around 100 watchers and listeners this evening on Parasports Network. Appreciate you for joining us here on this first Friday night of home football. Paris High School. Krippus lobs this one up far side.
Oh, where was the interference call?
The field. No flag, no call to bring up third down.
Well, I'm sorry, but Patel got hit out there when he was going for the ball and didn't even have a chance to get there. That should have been pass interference, I think.
Again, the defensive back was playing 10 yards off of Patel. And, yeah, watching back the replay, there's no doubt about needing a call to be made there.
There should have been.
Patel was still running underneath of that one after stopping his route after 5 yards. But he definitely would have got underneath of it. And no play on the ball by the Lawrenceville defensive back. And now a timeout will be called by Coach Claudefelder.
Yeah, I think the play clock was down to 0, and rather than take that 5-yard penalty, Coach Claude called a timeout. I still believe that official on the far sideline over there dropped the ball, though, on that last play, because there should have been an interference call there.
Stick your hands out there, Lenny. We got some T-shirts.
T-shirts coming up, but I don't think anything's going to get this far.
11:15, just 45 seconds off the clock here in this third quarter.
Well, maybe if they had some of your volleyball girls out there chucking that T-shirts up here, it would make it.
Well, the ones I know, I'll have to have a talk to them to get us one next time, Lenny.
Okay.
Don't worry. Again, a good showing by your Tiger faithful this evening. Bleachers full on this side.
Lawrenceville brought quite a few. There's quite a bit of red over there on the far sideline.
Yeah, not a quick haul from Lawrenceville, so good showing for them. Here is King. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but that means he lost a couple yards. And it'll bring up 4th and long for the Tigers.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're going to punt because I see England back there standing deep. Drew Rogers is the up back, though, and he is a quarterback, so.
Yeah, if nothing else, this formation is definitely set up to run something a bit tricky at some point in this season.
And there it is.
And here it is, a snap to Rogers. He's got 10 yards to gain, and he picks up 6. And that'll be a turnover on down. Lawrenceville takes over just inside their own territory. We will see who Lawrenceville lines up at quarterback to start this second half. Ivers is coming back out onto the field. Believe it will be him over Hatfield. Ivers breaks the huddle, and we'll have a running back on either side of him. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Here's the snap, handoff up the middle. New runner in Connor Lill. He picks up 2, maybe 3. It'll be second down. Lawrenceville back to the line for the 2nd and 8.
2 men in the backfield this time with him. Looks like you got Lil on one side and
Ivers to throw, overshoots his target, as that was the 6'3" Bryant Jenkins who skied and couldn't bring it down. It'll be 3rd down. Jenkins had space.
Yeah, he did.
Were he able to bring that one in? Maybe could have turned and just had 1 or 2 Tigers to beat. Ran a clean route, just a high throw, and it'll be 3rd and 8. Jenkins again lines up near side. Here's a snap to Ivers. He'll throw again, looking towards Jenkins. He scrambles, thought about throwing it to him. Now we'll try to pick up the first down with his feet, and he does.
Yeah, should have it.
Crosses midfield down to the 45-yard line of Paris, and it'll be a fresh set of downs for Lawrenceville. Ivers a bit of a limp as he gets back to the huddle. Then to see if he went down after picking up the first down.
I didn't pay any attention either. I just looked to see where he stepped out at. Seen it was going to be the first down. So
I think he stayed up after Christian Miller and Ethan Curl chased him out of bounds. He's lined up and shotgun. Hands the ball off up the middle and wrestled backwards. Might have been Waller on the carry. It was. And a host of Tigers take him down to the ground. England
he's getting up real slow as well.
England, Curl, Burns, Moody in there for the Tigers.
And they're saying no gain. So no gain, and he still received all that punishment.
Lawrenceville back to the line. 2nd and 10. 3.5 minutes gone by, 3rd quarter. Ivers takes a snap, drops back to throw, feeling pressure, lobs one up. A nice pass that is hauled in. Jenkins able to stay on his feet, chased down, but tackled into the end zone as King gave it all he had, but not able to stop him in time. Touchdown, Lawrenceville. Jenkins was able to get past the defense of Drew Rogers. Taking a look at the replay now, might not have been able to catch what exactly happened as Rogers ended up on his stomach, and Jenkins backpedaling, made the catch, turned around, nearly lost his own feet, and stumbled into the end zone. Here comes Lawrenceville's Patton going for 2 after the touchdown. Ivers in the backfield, 10 seconds on the play clock. Lawrenceville set. Ivers takes a snap, looking right, now left, now up the middle, has room into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Tigers still have a 19-point advantage, 27-8, with 8:23 remaining in the third quarter. This is the Parasports Network.
Diamond Brothers Insurance, LLC has been providing security and peace of mind for individuals, businesses, and government entities for over 150 years. Their agency philosophy is to serve their communities with excellent service, advanced technology, and comprehensive insurance protection. Visit any of their 44 locations throughout the state of Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. You can give them a call at 465-5041 or stop by 111 Sheriff Street in Paris.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Lawrenceville set to kick this one away after getting on the scoreboard for the first time this evening. 27-8, Tigers still lead. Adi Patel back deep to return for Paris. Kick is short. Scoots across the turf back to Patel, who picks it up, dances through the middle of the field, goes past the midfield. He has open room in front of him. Nobody's going to catch him. Adi Patel, no flags, touchdown, Tigers on the kick return. Adi Patel, a few juke moves in the center of the field. And that had a few Indians putting on their brakes, and that slowed him down just enough to where Patel could accelerate and run away from everybody.
Well, he picked that up back on about somewhere right around the 20, didn't he? Time it quit rolling because the up back first touched it and missed it.
Yeah, 25-yard line where he took off from. Yeah,
75-yard kickoff return then.
Tigers will go for 2. Krippus in shotgun. Rigged into his right, rolls out to his right, lobs one to Curl, who can't haul it in. Pass was down at his ankles. But you can guarantee Ethan's thinking he could have had that one, should have had that one. So the score will stay 33-8 after the kick return touchdown. 8:09 left, third quarter. We'll take another break on the Parasports Network.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
Landon Ingram sets the ball on the tee.
Well, Audie Patel's kickoff return kind of nullified Lawrenceville's opening drive for the touchdown. So,
quick answer there by the Tigers special teams. Ingram is set, arm in the air.
Well, it's a holdup.
Not us. No TV timeout up here, Lenny.
No.
Ingram's kick is in the air. Hauled in near sideline. And wrestled down to the ground. Wells on the tackle. Holter on the return.
Lawrenceville will start from their 29. It looks like the 30 to me, so that's what I'm going to call it. Simpler math.
It makes it easier, don't it?
It does. Well, the nose of the ball is right on the hash mark, so it looks like the 30 to me.
1st and 10, Lawrenceville. Ivers still in at quarterback for the Indians. Lines up in shotgun, running back to either side of him. Takes a snap, takes a handoff, runs the option to the right side, pitches out, able to connect with his man, but not much else doing.
Much happening.
Tackle made far side, right at the line of scrimmage. I'm giving him a yard on
they're going to give him
carry.
one, I guess.
Seven and a half to play here in the third quarter. Lawrenceville back to the line with the 2nd and 9. Jenkins lines up near side. Rogers plays 7 yards off of him. Here's a snap to Ivers, looking this way. Fires to Jenkins. A hand breaks it up, and that was Wells who drifted this way from his linebacker position. Broke that one up nicely. Third and 9, 15 seconds on the play clock. Lawrenceville now breaks the huddle with 11. Indians to the line. They get set. Again, 3rd and 9. Ivers takes the snap, looking left. Now across the middle. Now he runs up towards the line of scrimmage, past it. He gets close to the first down marker. Finally brought down just shy of the 40-yard line. Looks like Lawrenceville just needs a couple of feet to pick up a first down here on 4th down.
Well, Ivers definitely likes to run better than he does pass.
Again in a split back shotgun formation. Ivers takes the snap, a low snap, handles it though.
I don't think he got it.
Will not get the first down.
He's not going to get there.
Maybe lost a couple of feet on that one as the Tigers penetrated well, and they'll take over on downs. Play call comes in to Krippus. He'll get to the backfield and be all alone. 2 receivers wide to his left, 2 to his right. Brings a man in motion. Here is a handoff to King. King looking for the edge. Jenkins chasing him down from Lawrenceville. And King did a nice job of holding on to the ball there as Jenkins got his arm wrapped around King.
Probably got 4 at least.
Good game there from Ty King. 5'10" sophomore has been well involved this evening for the Tigers. And it'll bring up 2nd and 4 for Paris. Krippus takes a snap, fakes a handoff, now gives to Miller, who finds room, picks up a first down, stumbles forward, falls down at the 15-yard line of Lawrenceville. It'll be 1st and 10 Tigers. Krippus has the play call. Sends King out wide right. Still has Miller in the backfield. Lee lines up wide near side. Krippus takes a snap. Another low snap, picks it up off the ground. Then a pass is batted down by the Lawrenceville defensive line.
Seems like the snaps have been low all game.
Fortunately, so far for the Tigers, nothing bad has come out of it. I think once or twice, Tigers had a dive on it, but no turnovers. Here is Krippus. Lawrenceville showing blitz. And Krippus fakes a handoff, has it up the gut, space to work, gets into the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. Brady Krippus, another rushing touchdown. And it's 39-8 Tigers. Landon Ingram back out there for this point after touchdown. Rogers the hold down. Kick is up, and it is straight through for Ingram. 40-8, your score. 4:39 left to play here in the third quarter. This is the Paris Sports Network.
The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family. Great Heart Seed is dedicated to providing the American farmer with the most profitable corn, soybean, wheat, and alfalfa lines. Their vision is to work on your farm, helping you build higher yields and bigger profits. Contact them at 465-4132. Great Heart, great yields. Farm Credit Illinois supports communities, farm families, and agriculture with constructive credit and financial services today and tomorrow. Helping farm families succeed, that's Farm Credit Illinois.
Welcome back to the Paris Sports Network. 4:39 remaining in the third quarter of this one. Tigers lead Lawrenceville 40-8 after that Krippus touchdown run and Ingram point after touchdown. Ingram now set to kick it away. Sends it long on a hop. Here is Jenkins of Lawrenceville. Up the middle he goes. Now tries to bounce it to the right. Nice stiff arm. Gets to the sideline looking for the midfield marker. And right about there he is pushed out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 Lawrenceville.
Good return there by Jenkins, though. Like you said, he started it right straight up the middle and then right at the last second made a juke out to the right side and headed to that right sideline and just did cross the 50, I think. No, I guess not. They parked it short of the 50. Looks like it's going to be about the 47.
Lawrenceville offense gets set up. Snap to Ivers and a handoff up the middle. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. 8 Tigers in there to bottle that one up.
Lil, the ball carrier, and I'm not sure he gained any. Well, they're going to give him a yard, it looks like. I didn't think he gained any, but I guess that's why I'm up here in the press box. And
so it'll be 2nd and 9 for Lawrenceville. Snap to Ivers. He will throw. Gives to Jenkins. Jenkins makes a move. Second move. Shakes a tackle. Now gets out of the grasp of Ethan Curl. Down the sideline he goes. And finally brought down by Jaden Quinn.
Man, he broke about 4 or 5 tackles, though.
Again, Jenkins last week had 8 catches for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns. We talked pregame about Lawrenceville going to rely on their athletes to stay in this one. I'd put Jenkins at the top of that athlete list the way he's competed here, at least in the second half of this one. More touches, more opportunities. He's making the most of them here,
yeah,
the 6'3 junior.
Had that good kickoff return to start this. So.
Shotgun for Lawrenceville, whistle blows, and a timeout called by the Indians. We will take it with them. 3:28 remaining third quarter. Tigers lead 40-8 on the Parasports Network.
Church Insurance is an independent agency specializing in home and auto, life and health, as well as business and farm insurance. For over 100 years, Church Insurance has been servicing Edgar and surrounding counties. Stop by their office at 116 East Court Street and talk to Bruce, Ann, or Tay and let them take care of your insurance needs. You can also give them a call at 465-4022 or visit their website at churchinsagency.com. Cargill Dry Corn Ingredients, located on the west side of Paris. We believe the world eats better when we eat together. That's Cargill, helping the world thrive.
Lawrenceville back out onto the field after calling that timeout. They have a 1st and 10 from the Paris 21-yard line. Iverson shotgun. Takes the snap. Has a man cross in front of his face. Rolls to the right side. Still looking to throw. Looking to lob one over a Tiger defender. Tries to. And a completion over on the far sideline.
Wow.
It was, heard Jeff say Hatfield. Is that who that was? 13, Luke Hatfield.
He was the quarterback to start the game, so.
Now receiver, he's the man that they sent in motion. And he will reset the downs. It'll be 1st and goal for Lawrenceville. Ivers back in shotgun, running back to his right. He'll take the snap. Now a handoff. Straight up the gut. Touchdown. Might have been Waller on that carry. Either way, makes it 40-14.
Who was the carrier? I didn't catch it either.
Actually, I'm thinking 27, Hayden Fry.
Okay. I'll take that.
Fry, just a 5'8" senior. Able to score for Lawrenceville, and now the Indians will go for 2. Fry again back in the backfield. To Ivers' right. Ivers, a pass. Slant route to Jenkins. Hauls it in. 2-point conversion good. and it's 40-16. 3:01 left, third quarter. We'll take a break and be back with the kickoff on the Parasports Network. .301 on the game clock. Lawrenceville to kick it away. Tigers lead 40-16. Squib kick, and Tiger front man falls on it. I think that was Cohen Brinkerhoff who picked it up. And it'll bring up first down, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Drew Rogers out onto the field for the Tigers. Looks like the sophomore quarterback will have responsibilities to lead the offense from here on out. Takes a snap, hands off to Rigdon. Calvin carries a couple of Indians across midfield and picks up 5 on the play. Two and a half to play third quarter. Trey Lee still in the game. He lines up wide right. Adi Patel far side. Rigdon was in the backfield, had the handoff, but a flag is thrown and whistle blows before. Offside called on Lawrenceville. Wells still out there as well for the Tigers. Rogers has Rigdon and Curl in the backfield with him.
All right, I messed up. Who got the first down?
Well, there was no first down. We do have a touchdown happening on the field for the Tigers.
Yeah, I got Rigdon with the touchdown.
Calvin Rigdon into the end zone, and that makes it 46-16.
Okay, Rigdon got the first 4 yards to start this drive, and then who picked up the next 6 yards?
Then there was a penalty on Lawrenceville.
Okay, penalty on Lawrenceville. All right. So that moved it up 5 yards.
Yeah, that made it 2nd and 1, and then Calvin Rigdon did the rest. England, another PAT attempt on the way. Rogers the hold. A kick is blocked. And dead ball. So it's 46-16 with 2:07 remaining third quarter. We'll take another break before this next kickoff by the Tigers. You're watching the Parasports Network.
For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Mark, Amy, Salem, and Sarah Isef support Paris Athletics and implore its athletes to play hard and study harder.
(46-16), 30-point lead for the Tigers here late in the third quarter of this one. England set to kick it away on his approach and lets it fly. Jenkins back deep. He'll have to move to his right to pick it up. On the run, he scoops it. Comes down the Lawrenceville sideline and finally tackled across the 30-yard line where Lawrenceville will start 1st and 10.
Okay, looks like they're going to start at about the 34-yard line. Defense is still playing pretty solid though, Clay. We've been a little bit, but we're a long way from breaking.
Ivers at quarterback, takes the snap, looking to his right. Couple of pump fakes, nowhere to throw it. Roll out to his right, now spins back the other way. He's got plenty of room to move on this side. They're going to call holding on Lawrenceville. Ivers still running around. He's going to get close to the first down marker. Probably ran 60 yards to pick up 10, and it's all for naught as a holding on Lawrenceville.
And that's way back there in the backfield, so if they mark it off 10 yards from that spot of the foul, it's almost like a illegal block, actually, because it looked like to me they blocked him in the back.
He's also trying to go back and look and see which Paris lineman had picked up an Indian on his backside after maybe he'd been pancaked on the block, but when he stood back up, the Indian was holding on for dear life, feet off the ground. Can't tell exactly who that was. Might have been Gabe Winans. But that will make it 1st and 34 for Lawrenceville. Clock rolls. We're down to a minute and a half to play third quarter. Snap and a handoff. Few yards to gain for Lawrenceville's rushing attack.
27 Fry on the carry. It's going to be 2nd and forever. What's the scoreboard say? 2nd and 34.
Minute to play third quarter. Ivers back in shotgun. Has a running back to his right. 2 receivers wide either side. Snap to Ivers. Looking for Jenkins. Finds him. Jenkins makes a move and gets crunched as that was Curl coming over here from his linebacker spot. He read it the whole way. Lawrenceville has been seeking out Jenkins on just about every passing play. Curl read it well. Came over, made a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. Third and 20 for Lawrenceville. Ivers shotgun, takes a snap, rolls right. Passes short to Jenkins. Jenkins has some work to do, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe 1 or 2 more yards, so it'll bring up 4th and manageable, considering what Lawrenceville was up against a few plays ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Lawrenceville players looking to the sideline. Half of them look gassed from this game. The other half look confused or not too thrilled about this situation. 4th and 9. 3 seconds on the game clock. It will wind with the snap. Ivers in shotgun. Takes a snap, looking left, rolled this side. All his receivers going deep. He'll lob one up. He's got a man down there, and it's through his hands.
Just overthrown.
That was Luke Hatfield. Had he caught it, it would have been a foot race to the end zone. Instead, it's a turnover on downs, and the Tigers will take over. Whenever we come back from this break, we'll head to the fourth quarter. It's 46-16, your Tigers lead on the Parasports Network.
Lot 50 Brewing, located at 112 East Court Street, is the only brewing company in town. Bring your friends, family, or co-workers in for an evening of games, drinks, and conversation. Order food from other local restaurants or bring your own. Stop in and watch the owners, Bruce Young, Steve Combs, and Doug Smitkamp, work for you. Lot 50 is open Wednesday through Sunday. Check them out at lot50brewing.com. See Diamond Financial for all of your income tax needs. Ben Lucan has 30 years of income tax preparation experience. He and his well-trained staff can take care of all of your personal, corporate, partnership, trust, and not-for-profit tax returns. They'll also take care of all of your payroll and bookkeeping needs as well. See them at 208 East Jasper Street or call 465-8562.
Fourth quarter about to get underway, and Lenny's just thinking, be interesting to watch this Lawrenceville team the rest of the year, just comparing the two quarterbacks we've seen, even on that last deep ball thrown from Ivers. That was best thrown ball of the night.
It was.
Good, nice tight spiral and on the move, able to set his feet and launch it downfield. So we'll see if Lawrenceville makes a move to stick with Ivers the rest of the season.
Good possibility.
Offense looked a lot better once Ivers started running the show for the Indian squad. This is Drew Rogers on the carry around the left edge. Got to the sideline. Brought down after a gain of 2 on the play. Next play, rolling to his right and floats one, is Rogers. Complete a pass on the far sideline. And thought that was number 2. Confirming from PA Jeff Chambers. Carrick Mason Vitale on the reception. Mason Vitale had some playing time in the defensive backfield last week. Shows up here and will go in the stat book on offense. Rogers fields this snap off the ground and unable to get away from the rush of Lawrenceville. Might have lost a yard. It'll bring up 4th down nonetheless for Paris. Tigers look to the sideline for the play call. 4th and 6 inside Lawrenceville territory. Rogers in shotgun. Here's the snap. Another one low, this time easily handled by Rogers. He'll float one across over the middle, and a flag thrown.
Hey, they finally called one.
As again, I think that was Mason Vitale who was streaking down the center of the field. No, sorry, that was Wells. And the pass interference will reset the downs for the Tigers. Wells lined up in the slot to the right side. Got past the linebacker, then the safety basically stood still until Wells was even with him, grabbed a hold, and if he had it, might have been a touchdown for the Tigers. Now it'll be 1st and 10. Rogers takes the snap, but a whistle blows before. See what the call is, who they get first on the movement up front. And the call on the defense.
Defense, offsides.
5-yard penalty, remain first down.
So that'll move Paris 5 yards closer. 1st and 5 now. From the 12. Rogers lines up. Takes the snap. Takes the handoff. Zips one out to the left side. Caught. And this is Patel fighting for the goal line. Going to be tackled just short of it. But as short as a throw that was from Drew Rogers, I was impressed by the quickness on the release and the time it took to get to his receiver. Hit Patel right on the number 1. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal from just the 2-yard line. Snap to Rogers, handoff Quinn. Quinn nowhere to go. And it'll be 3rd down.
Jaden Quinn, the ball carrier. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Approaching 9 minutes to play in this one. Tigers lead by 30. It's 46-16.
Well, this is good, though. You get Rogers in there at quarterback, get him some experience because he'll be the quarterback of the future. So
Rogers just a sophomore. Under 10 seconds on the play clock. Tigers to the line. 4 seconds. Rogers in shotgun. 1 second. Rogers
I don't think
calls for it. No, he didn't. Didn't call for it in time. Delay game. Going to be called.
Yep.
5-yard penalty. Remain 2nd down.
So that makes things a bit more difficult for the Tigers. 2nd goal from the 7-yard line. Rogers has Quinn to his left. Takes the snap. Bobbled it, lost it, went behind him, picks it up on a bounce, gets past 1 Indian, past 2, wrapped up down by his ankles, falls forward, gets back to the 5-yard line where it'll be 3rd down. Eight minutes to play in this one. This time Quinn lines up to Rogers' right. Handoff. No, he faked it. Then lobs one over the top, and it's going to be a touchdown for Carrick Mason Vitale. Great fake, Drew Rogers. And then quickly lobbed one over the defender to a wide open Mason Vitale, who spun around and found the goal line. And that makes it 52-16. England has another attempt on the way. Rogers to hold. Kick is up, and it is good from Landon Ingram. 53-16 your score, 7:46 showing on the game clock here in Paris This is the Paris Sports Network.
Golf season will be here before you know it. An Eagle Ridge Golf Course in Paris offers one of the preeminent courses in East Central Illinois and West Central Indiana. Their Wednesday night league will be starting up soon, but they also offer special services such as corporate events, receptions, and group lessons. Call 463-3434 or visit eagleridgeparis.com. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark County since 1950.
.746 left in this one. Tigers lead 53-16. A few other score updates from those games we talked about at halftime. Mount Carmel leads Robinson in Robinson 41-14. Centralia leads Olney 24-12. Tigers of Olney have scored a couple of times in that one, still trailing by 12. Tri-County and Oblong Hudsonville Palestine tied at 14. And Harrisburg has an 18-6 lead over Du Quoin. Here's the return by Lawrenceville. This is Parker Hardiman. He's been silent this game after his kick returning touchdown last week. Tackled just across the 30-yard line, and Lawrenceville will take over there.
All right, we got 7:38 to go in this fourth and final quarter. Lawrenceville will start this drive, looks like on about the 33-yard line. So if you're the Tigers, you just want to play solid defense the rest of the way out. And if you get the ball back, hey, do what you've been doing. There's no sense changing anything.
Cohen Brinkerhoff, Cooper Keys, Evan Ramsey, and Stephen Moko on the line for the Tigers this defensive possession.
All right, good job.
And they do well to penetrate and allow their linebackers to come up and make a tackle right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 Lawrenceville.
I say Fry was the ball carrier, but time they strung him out down the line, he didn't get anything. They're going to give him about a half a yard.
Drew Rogers, Ethan Hess, and Caleb Brinkley, the defensive backs for Paris, as now Christian Miller will also drop back. There's a snap for Lawrenceville. Run near side. This is Hatfield back with it.
Nothing.
And nowhere to go. Brinkerhoff in there for the stop. Mason Vitale right around that play as well for the Tiger defense. He and Carson Coleman lining up as linebackers, as well as Mason Burns. So it'll be 3rd and 9 for Lawrenceville. Snap to Hatfield on a slant.
He dropped it.
Through the hands of Colin Ramos, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, the young guys are coming in doing a good job, Clay.
Quick 3 and out. That is if Lawrenceville does punt here.
I don't see him punting. I don't know, though. They look like they're lining up in punt formation, maybe.
5 seconds on the play clock. They're still not set. They're either going to get a penalty or call a timeout here. They try to snap it. Punt is away. Flag is thrown. Hauled in by Miller deep for the Tigers. Wrestled out of bounds. We'll check on the flag.
I was going to say, I think somebody was moving. So
Legal shift. Not everybody was set for the Indian punt team. But the Tigers will take over just on their side of midfield. And we'll try to get you any changes in the Tiger lineup. Does look like Charlie Ford is going to line up at center for the Tigers. Playing Peyton Blahos into the game for Paris. He's still getting set in the slot on the right side. He's ready. Snap to...
I say it's the inside handoff from Rogers to...
Yep. Braden Rogers took the snap and at quarterback for Paris. Handoff might have went to Coleman.
Number 8, I think.
Yeah, Coleman lined up in the backfield. Thought that was him that was next to Rogers. Brinkley in the game as well, lining up wide far side. 6 seconds on the play clock. Snap, hand off. Not much room to work with, but making the most out of it is Coleman. Gets around to the far side. First down Tigers. What a run there.
Yeah, real good.
5'5" freshman making something out of nothing. It'll be first down Tigers. See Carter Eastham on the line as well for Paris.
Looks like 18's running in with the play. Braden Rogers. He's just a freshman. Maybe he's quarterbacking now.
Rogers waits for his receivers to get set and shotgun. Now they're ready. He takes a snap, handoff Coleman, and this time he's wrapped up for a loss on the play. Under 5 minutes to play in this one. 53-16 Tiger lead. Rogers stood over here for a second, talking things through with Coach Claudefelder. Now he'll take his spot, line up in shotgun formation. Gets his running back set, unable to get his receiver set in time, and a timeout will have to be taken by Paris before the play clock runs out. 4:22 showing on the game clock. Your Tigers lead 53-16. We'll take a break on the Paris Sports Network.
Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark Counties since 1950. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30.
Teams out of that timeout for this 2nd and 16 for the Tigers. Linemen right now for Paris: Carter Eastham, Cohen Brinkerhoff, Cooper Keys, Evan Ramsey and Charlie Ford. Here's the snap. This is Rogers. He'll throw it. Lobs one near side. Has a man and got him. Down the sideline. Towards the end zone. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ethan Hess. A perfectly thrown ball from Rogers right over the fingertips of the defender. Hess caught it and finished things off with a sprint to the end zone. Two Tiger running backs picked up the Lawrenceville lineman who was able to get through, and that gave Rogers just enough time to find his target and connect for 6. Two Tigers running onto the field. Only one will have the privilege of playing on this PAT as Landon Ingram is set. Kick is up, and it is good for Landon Ingram. That makes the score 60-16. And with 4:12 remaining, once we come back from this timeout and see the ensuing kickoff, we'll have a running clock here at Paris High School. This is the Paris Sports Network.
Located at 500 West Jasper Street in Paris, Soleil Body Salon offers 5 lay-down and 1 stand-up tanning bed, as well as spray tan services. They also have a nail technician, an esthetician, and a hairstylist. Give Leslie and her staff a call at 465-7546. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Our pregame show is sponsored by White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
Getting all the young guys in.
4:12 remaining. Christian Miller set to kick this one away. Floats this one near side, and it will roll out of bounds. There's the flag, and Lawrenceville will take over a little bit closer to midfield.
Must just be a 5-yard penalty for going out of bounds.
They've spotted it at the 40-yard line. Lawrenceville in shotgun. Here's the snap. Handoff. Running around to the left side and picking up 10 or 11 yards is Connor Lill. That was Wyatt Halter handing off there, the sophomore quarterback now into the game for Lawrenceville. As they are also going to put in some of their younger guys, finish this one out. 3:42 remaining on the clock. Two receivers wide either side for the Indians. Here's the snap. Another handoff. Now running this side is Lil. Another first down, wrapped up and taken down by Carson Coleman, but not before a gain of 14. Running clock for the rest of this one. We approach 3 minutes to play. Lawrenceville shotgun. Here's the snap. Handoff. Will again carrying for thought just 5 yards, but now he's going to be carried close to another first down.
You know, what is Lil? He's a pretty good-sized boy back there. What do they got? They say it's 5'10", 180, but I suppose that might be about right, maybe.
Lil just a sophomore. Seems like most of these kids doing the bulk of the carrying and catching for Lawrenceville are sophomores and juniors.
We had a guy over there move early, but they didn't call it, so.
Halter took the snap, ran the option to the right side with A.J. Lawson. Lawson, a junior, took the pitch and picked up the first down for Lawrenceville. Under 2 minutes to play in this one. On first down, handoff, goes to Lawson, makes a nice move. That avoided the tackle for loss, and then he'll pick up 3 on the carry. Trevor Lloyd checks in for Lawrenceville. He'll replace Lawson and line up to the right of Halter. Now switches side. Halter shotgun. Takes a snap. Handoff. And wrestled down to the ground. That was Stephen Moko on the tackle as Lloyd carried it for a few yards.
Who carried it? Okay, Trevor Lloyd, 33. Okay.
You got it.
I'm going to run out of space.
22 seconds left. Tigers get set on the sideline to walk down the midfield stripe to shake hands. Lawrenceville running the ball up the gut, and they will get stopped just short of the first down marker, and time will expire here on the Tigers' first win of 2022. Final score, 60-16. Paris moves to 1-1 overall and 1-1 in the LIC as the fireworks go off south of the field here at Paris High School. Teams will shake hands at the midfield stripe, and we'll be back here on the Paris Sports Network with the post-game show.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris. Diamond Brothers Insurance, LLC has been providing security and peace of mind for individuals, businesses, and government entities for over 150 years. Their agency philosophy is to serve their communities with excellent service, advanced technology, and comprehensive insurance protection. Visit any of their 44 locations throughout the state of Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. You can give them a call at 465-5041 or stop by 111 Sheriff Street in Paris. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family. Great Heart Seed is dedicated to providing the American farmer with the most profitable corn, soybean, wheat, and alfalfa lines. Their vision is to work on your farm, helping you build higher yields and bigger profits. Contact them at 465-4132. Great Heart, great yields.
Welcome to the postgame show on the Paris Sports Network. We are joined by head coach Jeremy Clodfelder. First win of the season, and feels a lot better than last week, don't it?
No question about that. A lot less to deal with, too. And, you know, I say that. We went through some adversity going into the game a week ago, and felt like we got mentally fatigued and some things happened. And then we still had some adversity throughout the course of this week. And this team came together. I thought Tuesday was a little on the way, and then Wednesday was a really good practice, and last night's run-through was really, I thought, focused and concentrated on, and we came out and executed. 88's a really good player. 2's a really, really good football player. Going into the game, I was worried about their skill positions because, you know, you go up against Olney, who is very skilled and talented on the perimeter usually, and still are. And I just couldn't get a judge for them in terms of physicality. That was a 34-32 game last week for them against them. So I was really concerned about what is the physicality of it. But our guys up front, they got off the ball, they knocked them back, and our backs ran extremely hard. And then we hit some big passes. Well, you know, we made some plays. Guys went up and made some catches, and had a bunch of firsts tonight. That's always fun when you see guys get their first touchdowns on Friday Night Football. You know, had a bunch of those guys do that, and that's pretty cool when you see that happen. Kids coming off the field excited, and never got to do this under the lights before. So overall, really pretty good team effort. One of my favorite parts of the game was when we went to the younger guys. the older guys were cheering them on and being great teammates and were genuinely happy and celebrating whenever they did score and stuff. So I was really proud of them for that. And, tip your cap to them. They lost a really tough one a week ago. And now I promised myself I was going to try and enjoy the process and enjoy the journey, and last week made it really difficult to enjoy the journey, obviously. So I'm going to try and enjoy a few minutes tonight, and then get ready for a long bus trip to Harrisburg.
You we're 2 weeks in now. You're obviously figuring out your personnel. What guys are you seeing that you can maybe rely on more than what you anticipated, or changing things up to get the ball in more guys' hands, or put guys in space to make plays? Any guys you come to mind?
Well, after last week, and again, I don't think it was much physical fatigue as it was the mental fatigue weighed on them. And I'm not making excuses. Again, I've tipped my hat to Casey, and we're done with that. I'm not going to beat that horse to death. But the mental fatigue a week ago, it weighed on us physically. But we also wanted to address some depth issues, and really felt like getting Ty King involved in the game a little bit. Calvin Rigdon ran really hard. He didn't go down on first contact. He ran through tackles. Christian Miller, now we're getting to use him a little bit defensively. And so Mason Burns is out there as a sophomore playing defensively. So we're starting to trust some younger guys to get, or inexperienced guys also, to get on the field. And when they can do that and still play at the level we need them to play at, then that provides us some more depth. And our guys are fresher for the other side of the ball. Doesn't have to go full-time two ways. But I like the rotation of how our staff handled the substitutions tonight to try and keep people as fresh as possible.
You talked about those young guys. You just as you more nervous or excited at that point in the game? I mean, you're kind of figuring things out on the fly out there, but you got talent, so I'm sure it's fun. But
well, and we look like a debacle in cluster, and I can't stand that because I can't stand disorganization. But we're trying to play some young guys and get the JV unit in, but then again, we're not dressing every freshman always, so you're trying to hodgepodge some pieces, so you got some guys playing in positions that they don't normally play in, typically on Monday night, so it looks a little bit like a cluster and makes it a little bit, and I'm not good with that. But those guys, when you have a game like this, those guys are the guys that not only they get to play on Monday night, but they got to come back on Tuesday sore and Wednesday and service you in terms of scout team and help your varsity get prepared and ready to play a Friday night game. So when you get in positions like this, you feel like, one, you want to get your dudes, your starters, your older guys off the field to not risk injury and what have you. And then those guys earn a little bit of time to go out and play because of the way they go about helping us prepare throughout the course of the week.
Huge win, Coach. Congratulations.
Hey, we're back to even. Our goal was to get to be 1-0 on the week and get back to even. And thank you, Tiger Nation. It was nice to be back home in the front yard, and the fireworks and the band and the cheerleaders and everybody out here and everybody at home watching. And we were a coach short tonight. Brody Spencer wasn't here because he's on the road in Indiana, and we're headed there. And Riley, who was on our staff, was a really good player here, just like Brody, is getting married tomorrow. I know they're out there watching it tonight after the rehearsal stuff over in Indiana. So we'll just all try and, hey, Tiger Nation can be happy for a week, and I'll be happy for a day, and our staff will go back to work.
Sounds good, Coach.
All right,
appreciate it.
Go Tigers. All right.
Good job, Coach. You need these stats, Jeff? Okay.
Thanks, as always, to Coach Claude Felcher for joining us here on the post-game show. 60-16 your final, and I think Lenny's got everything tallied up for us. Take it away, Lenny.
Boy, I do, but there's a lot of touchdowns, a lot of writing tonight, so I'm not sure I'm going to – do we need to go over their stats? I won't
be offended.
I think I'm just going to do ours because we got a lot to cover with ours time we recap the scoring. I've got Brady Krippus, 14 carries, 61 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. I got Jaden Quinn, 1 carry, no yards. I got Calvin Rigdon, 7 carries, 93 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Christian Miller, 4 carries, 21. Ty King, 4 carries, 11. Drew Rogers, 3 carries for 8. Carson Coleman, 3 carries for 8. Throwing the ball, I had Krippus 11 out of 15 for a touchdown. Like I said, he had 2 rushing touchdowns as well. Drew Rogers came in at quarterback. He went 3 for 3 for 24 yards and a touchdown. And then Braden Rogers came in at quarterback. He was 1 for 1, 50 yards and a touchdown. Pretty good performance by all 3 quarterbacks. Addy Patel had 2 catches for 10. Trey Lee had 6 catches for 74 and a touchdown. Robert Wells, 2 catches for 15. Ty King, 2 catches for 9. Mason Vitale had 2 catches for 12 and a touchdown. And Ethan Hess had 1 catch for 50 and a touchdown. So that's the stats. I can run down all the scoring if you want.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I got all night, Lenny.
First quarter, 7-11. It was a 2-yard run by Krippus. The kick was no good. We were up 6-0. First quarter, 1:21 to go. It was a 5-yard run by Rigdon. The 2 points was good. That made it 14-0. Second quarter, 9:24 to go. 31-yard run again by Rigdon. The kick was good again this time, 21-0. Second quarter, 4:46 to go. It was a 5-yard pass from Krippus to Lee. The kick, no good, 27-0. Third quarter, 8:09 to go. Addy Patel takes a 75-yard kickoff return for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion, no good. So that put us up 33-0. Then it was 4:39 to go. It was a 15-yard run by Krippus. The kick was good, 40-8 at that point, because Lawrenceville had scored right before Patel's kickoff return, which that kickoff return kind of, to me, was a tail of the game, because that kind of took all the momentum that they had established, because they just went down and scored, and then as soon as he returns that kickoff, you could just kind of see the wind go out of their sails a little bit. Then following that, it was 2:07 still to go in the third. It was a 43-yard run by Rigdon right straight up the middle, 46-16. 7:46 to go. It was a 5-yard pass from Rogers to Vitale, 53-16. And then in the fourth quarter, 4:12 to go, it was a 50-yard pass from Braden Rogers to Hess, and the kick was good, and that was our final, 60-16. So, like you said, we had 3 different quarterbacks. They all threw touchdowns. Krippus rushed for a couple. Rigdon rushed for 3 touchdowns. So, pretty solid performance tonight by the Tigers staff.
Complete performance by the Tigers.
I think so, yep.
So, like we said, that moves them to 1-1 on the season. 1-1 overall and in conference. Now, Tigers will head out of conference for 2 weeks. Next week, Harrisburg. And we will plan to carry that here on the Paris Sports Network, along with a few volleyball matches coming up next week.
Yeah, let's see. Volleyball schedule this coming week. We've got home game on Tuesday against Georgetown Ridge Farm. We're away on Wednesday and away on Thursday. And then it says the Shelbyville Varsity Tournament is Saturday. It's also away. So
5 matches. That's going to be a long day, Lenny.
Yeah,
a long day last year. Carried the Mayo Crestwood baseball game, and then I loaded up and went over to Shelbyville for that volleyball tournament last year. So we'll see what all we can carry this year. But for tonight, that just about wraps us up. 60-16 your final. One more time, thanks to our sponsors, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elson State Farm, Illini IFS, Savoyas, Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Church, and Cargill, along with their affiliates Stephen Lynn Young, Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, and Jim and Kay Taylor. Appreciate you joining us here on the Paris Sports Network. For Lenny Irwin, I'm Cliff Best signing off. Have a good night.
You've been listening to Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by the Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, Farm Credit Illinois, Prospect Bank, Soleil Body Salon, Diamond Brothers Insurance, Ingram Waste Disposal, Diamond Financial, Illini IFS, Country Financial, and Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance. Also our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavations, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family.